Hello, this is Virgil Labrador, Editor-in-Chief of Satellite Markets and Research, and we're here at the Thuraya booth at CommunicAsia 2013 in Singapore with Sanford Jewett. He's the Vice President of Marketing of Thuraya. It's a global mobile communications company. And they just made some recent announcements here at the show, one of which is their partnership with Astrium, which is a European conglomerate. Sanford, welcome to this videocast.
Thank you very much. Yes, and it's exciting to be here exhibiting together with Astrium. It's not a new partnership, I should add. They have been with Thuraya probably since our inception for 13 or 14 years. And they have been a distributor for us in Europe, in the United States, and in Middle East. And this is the first time that we've actively engaged with them. I think we have put a big focus on growing our Asia market, and I think Astrium's doing the same thing. So we're really joining forces now and trying to figure out ways that we can find more of the market here for
right. And can you elaborate on the extension of that partnership here?
Sure. So we are, of course, Astrium is extremely strong in the maritime market, and that's a target sector for us. We now have a full range of maritime products, including probably the most affordable voice and data tracking product in the MSS space. And so we're working with them to try to target some fishery projects and some other oil supply vessels and all of these kind of sub-segments of the maritime market that traditionally never were able to afford satellite equipment.
Right, right. And so what are your plans, how do you approach the Asian market?
Well, we're right now, the Thuraya 3 satellite went up about 5 years ago. That provides us coverage of Asia, and we then went through some lengthy regulatory steps and partner selection process, and also type approval. In some countries, there's quite a rigorous type approval process for new devices. So we've gone through a lot of those steps, and now we're starting to distribute our various products, our data and our voice products. A very exciting partnership for Thuraya was announced last December with SoftBank in Japan. They're one of the major mobile operators, and they are going to be distributing our satellite products to their customer base. We also, about a month ago, announced a partnership with Chunghwa Telecom in Taiwan. So we've been expanding across the area, forming alliances and starting to distribute.
How much of Asia in the Pacific do you cover? Is it pretty much all of it?
We pretty much cover all of it. The coverage goes to northern Siberia, all of China, all of Japan. Our beams go fairly far out into the Pacific, beyond Japan, to service the fishing activities that are going on out there. And then all the way down to Australia and New Zealand. So it's the whole shooting match in all of the Indian Ocean.
Right, right. And also you've launched some recent products, and now you're debuting it here in the Asia Pacific market. Talk about
that. Exactly. Well, we have two products that we're promoting now that we've announced initially in our home territory in the UAE, and then in the United States at the satellite show recently. And now we're featuring these and trying to bring more attention to them. This is what we call the Thuraya IP Plus device, which is manufactured by Hughes, and it is a slightly new and improved version of our broadband modem.
Right.
It has a slightly bigger antenna, and it allows you to achieve the full 444 kilobits per second speed without the need of any external antenna. So this is a very attractive product because of its size, especially for media broadcasters, and also for the defense market. So that's one product we're announcing, and then the other product that we're announcing is this iPhone Sat Sleeve product, which is the device that allows you to pop your iPhone in and to turn it into a sat phone and make phone calls on our satellite.
Right, right. So that's an add-on to, you have your normal iPhone and you add on the Sat Sleeve.
Correct.
And then it works in areas where you don't have GSM coverage.
Exactly. Or in cases where the GSM network might be not functioning. In fact, I mentioned earlier about SoftBank. SoftBank is going to be distributing this product to their customer base. They have 35 million subscribers, and several million of them are iPhone customers. Right. So they're going to be marketing this device to their iPhone customers. And this was a follow-up to the disaster that happened 2 years ago in eastern Japan, and many of their customers were impacted and lost GSM service for weeks, if not months.
Right.
And so they're going to be providing this to their customer base. I hope they won't have any such disaster in Japan, but if
right.
they do, they will have a satellite service to provide communications.
Right. And I was present at your press briefing earlier, Sanford, and for the benefit of our viewers who weren't there, I understand you're also looking into expanding into other platforms, maybe Android and...
That's right. That's right. We haven't announced any firm schedule, but we are underway with our developer and we should be making some announcements about that probably in a couple months' time.
Well, Sanford, what else can we expect from Thuraya in this part of the world, in the Asian market?
Well, we see a lot of potential for growth. As I said, maritime is a big focus. We'll be working with Astrium to address that. And again, it's the segments of maritime that historically never could afford satellite equipment. So equipping them with broadband and voice communication. So that's a big focus. On the land side, in Australia, we see huge opportunity because there's still vast areas of Australia, vast areas of China that are not covered by GSM. So we think these products will be of interest there. I mentioned about SoftBank. We've also recently announced a partnership with a distributor in Thailand called Jasmine. And we have a couple of new distributors coming on and getting active in Indonesia. Places like Indonesia and Philippines where there's these archipelagos with thousands of islands, it's very hard for the GSM provider to provide service. So satellite has a role to play there as well. So we see a lot of opportunity for organic growth for mobile satellite in this area.
Right. Well, there you have it. Thank you, Sanford. Lots to look forward to in Thuraya. And for all the news and information on the global satellite industry, you always have Satellite Markets and Research at www.satellitemarkets.com. Thank you.